Hey guys, a couple of days ago I made a video about the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, and I did get a lot of feedback, some positive, some negative. I wanted to address that today. I did pull that video down, and I'll kind of talk through what my thought process was behind it and where we go from here. Over the last 3 years, I've received a ton of support, and thank you for that, from viewers, other content creators. It's been awesome, really. The vast majority of the feedback has been great. The community is really awesome. But I have also received unending criticism from certain sects of the hobby, sectors of the hobby. You're an idiot. You don't know anything about cards. Your videos suck. Your hair is stupid. I've even been told that I don't like collectors, I don't have a collection, and I never have showed a card in a video. All of these things are patently false. They're very false. And the thing that really kind of bothers me, I think the most about this, is it really kind of drives a wedge between the collectors and what I am referred to as by many as a investor. And I've talked many different times about how, I look at myself as a hybrid of these things. Am I crazy, or can you be both of these things? I PC Drew Brees, and then I also care about the value of cards. So I don't want my family, I've got 4 kids and a wife. If something happens to me tomorrow, I don't want there just to be a worthless pile of cardboard that they've got to sift through. Ideally, I would like for this stuff to hold value over time. Now, I do have certain cards, certain players. I'm a huge New Orleans Saints fan where I've got Morton Anderson cards. I've got Dalton Hilliard cards. There's certain parts of my collection that it's okay. Those are not going to go up in value, but I'm not spending huge amounts of money on those cards. And so my channel and channels similar to mine in some ways have been kind of identified as a certain type of content. We've been kind of pigeonholed in this thing where, really there's a lot of nuance with everything in life, but then also in hobby content. There's tons of nuance. I talk about a variety of different things every single day. There's not a channel that's exactly like mine, and there's not channels like a lot of you all's either. And so in some ways, maybe my video was some sort of defense force against, the white knight collectors is what I like to call this group. And after hearing these sorts of statements against myself and others for years, I finally pushed back a little bit. The hobby is supposed to be about community. We always hear that, right? I mean, it's a great talking point. And yet I've gotten a lot of feedback from viewers and people that have gotten in or gotten back into the hobby, and they've been really turned off about these white knight collectors. But even though I've been told I don't like collectors, I don't actually have a collection, I don't actually have any cards, and maybe I should just hold up cards when I'm talking and making videos from now on. Maybe I should just randomly have a stack of my collection in front of me and just hold up cards without any sort of context, just to show cards on camera. Maybe that's what I'll do, who knows? But this was not the way for me to go about it, because it kind of included a wide swath of folks, whereas I should have just gone directly like an adult to maybe the few that I have in mind, and I should have just talked to them directly to see if we can find some sort of a middle ground. I will reach out to these folks directly. From a lot of the video feedback I received, the main purpose of the YouTube Hall of Fame is to help spread the word on other channels, which is something I think is awesome. I do it on a regular basis if you watch my channel. And so I want to shout out a few channels that really gave me great feedback on that video. So definitely check out their channels. Bear Cards 34 has an awesome collection. Of course, he's a Bears fan. It looks like he's also a Chicago fan. I think it was Ernie Banks on his channel. So definitely check out Bear Cards 34. Scotty Tradition is a guy that I've been watching for a while, actually, because he has a lot of vintage football stuff, some really nice stuff, and that's right in my wheelhouse. So Scotty Tradition, I appreciate your feedback. He's got a great channel as well. Jimmy Guns is one that was actually, I have seen it, but I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, so I wanted to go back and check it out. It's Gunz. I'll put pictures up as I'm talking about these channels, so definitely check them out. As I had said in my original video, I respect all that put out content. It's not easy to do, and it was never a reflection on collectors and their collections and taking a knock at that sort of thing. Never was. That was not the point of it, but again, it wasn't the right way to go about it. And so I'll put this to bed. We will be back with our regular scheduled programming. Thanks again for all your support.